Shalom, my name is Kayal. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to our elders and apostles who rule GMS WOW. And shalom to all you Akim pushing this truth with sincerity on the highways and byways. Okay? Shalom, brothers, may you endure. I was reading the book called Behold a Pale Horse, written by William Cooper, who was actually assassinated. He brought out in this book, it's called there's a lot of secret weapons, like how education in your schools are a secret weapon. Everything, the media is a silent weapon. I'm sorry, Shalakia, a silent weapon. It's not like a gun, where a gun makes a loud noise. Okay, they're able to do this quietly every day to you, where they're conditioning you. Okay, but they have secret societies that he brings out in this book too, and one of them is the Knights of Columbus. Okay, you might see them in your neighborhood. There's quite a bit of them. Let me see. I got a map, and I looked it up today. Just here in Colorado. Let me see. Just here in Colorado, and this is on Google Maps. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 locations where the Knights of Columbus gather. So they have multiple members in there. And this is the oath that these men have to take. Okay? And they're not the only ones. There's many groups like this. Okay? But this is the oath out of the book Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper. This is the oath of these Knights of Columbus. And they swear that the Pope is Christ's vice regent and is the true and only head of the Catholic or Universal Church throughout the earth. And that by virtue of the keys of binding and loosening given his holiness, is what they call him, that he's the ruler of all churches. Okay? This is why that Christian church, Catholic church, any church that is in your neighborhood or in any other person's neighborhood, that church is a disgusting whorehouse. Okay? Full of lies, because this is not in the Bible. But then we got 19 lodges, I guess you'd call them, where these Knights of Columbus gather still to the day. And people always want to say that we're not in slavery no more. But you know who the Knights of Columbus originally were? They were the men that came across the ocean with Columbus. The so-called Christopher Columbus. That's the men that helped him invade and slaughter and murder and rape. Those are the original Knights of Columbus. You still celebrate his that day you've given him America, the Day of Columbus, which just recently passed, and then right after is Thanksgiving, the slaughter of the Native American Indians. The Columbus, he slaughtered the Taínos, and was it limited to just them? Okay, this is who's in our neighborhoods. And are taught to the Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans to be like. Because my own uncle wanted me to join the Knights of Columbus because he was in the Knights of Columbus. My grandfather was a Knights of Columbus. They give candy out. Just the other day, the brothers called me, told me that they were handing out Tootsie Rolls in Safeways. These Knights of Columbus. Now I'm going to finish up what the oath says. This is what they promised to do. They declare that they will, when opportunity presents and they will make relentless war, secretly and openly against all heretics, meaning the ones that go against what they believe in that Catholic order. Protestants, and if you go to Protestants, if you look it up, the Ku Klux Klan were Protestants. So-called Christians, again, white supremacy. Christianity is white supremacy. And Masons, they're the ones, the Freemasons. I was a Mason at one time myself. I didn't even know it because I was in the local 577 where I used to pour concrete. Again, my uncle got me involved in. Again, my grandfather was involved in. And we were called Masons. And we had a lodge over there in the North Denver. But now that I know what it is, that shit is wicked. And you know what? They're the ones that pay you the most money. Because when I was in the union, what it was, we got the best, easiest work. And they used to pay me about $30 an hour. And these are the people that are in Latinos neighborhoods, gathering Latinos, Negroes, Native Americans under them. Okay? So it's saying that they're going to wage war. As I am directed to extirpate them from the face of the whole earth. That word goes back to destroy them, kill them, literally get them off this earth. And that I will spare neither age, sex, or condition, and that will hang, burn, waste, boil, fillet, strangle, and bury alive these infamous heretics against the Catholic Church, your Christian church, because he's supposed to be the head of every Christian church. And when I was in the Christian church, that they saw the Roman Catholic Church as the leader of all Christian churches. They said they'll rip up the stomachs and wombs of the women and crush their infants' heads against the walls in order to annihilate their execrable race. That word execrable, I don't believe I'm pronouncing it right. So I got it up here where the dictionary could say the word for me so that you brothers could and you brothers could look this up, or anybody. This is, you can find this on the internet, or you can buy this book. Once again, is called "Behold a Pale Horse," written by William Cooper.
Execrable.
Race, which means very bad. Okay? Whatever may be their condition in life, either public or private, as I at any time may be directed so to do by any agents of the Pope. The Pope. This is the Knights of Columbus. We just looked it up. There's 19 lodges of Knights of Columbus in Colorado. And who's in there? Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Well, do you know who had this done to them? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You Google Columbus killed natives. Once again, this is what they're promising. Let me see. I don't know why it's not turning upside down. Let me see. I want to give you a colored picture so you can see it better. Those are dogs eating Tainos, Native Americans. This didn't just happen to them though, it happened also to the Negroes. Okay? Burning. If you look over here, this man is smashing a baby against a wall. See those? Those are natives. being cooked on a fire, lynched. It says, and that I will spare neither age, sex, or condition, and that will hang, burn, waste, boil, fillet, strangle, and burn alive these infamous heretics. And the Knights of Columbus, the original Knights of Columbus, were the men that came with Christopher Columbus, so-called Christopher Columbus. Okay? That's the original Knights of Columbus. These are what they did to these people, which are my people. And if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, Indian, you are a child of Israel, a children of Israel. But it has to go through your father's lineage, because your father is the one that lays the seed. All right? So that we got evidence to support what they said here, that they would do. They've done it. The Knights of Columbus, the original ones, did it. And today, in present time, you got 19 lodges of Knights of Columbus where they gather still to today and still gathering members right here in Colorado. You got 19 of them. Okay, and they promise to do that at every chance they can. And it says, right here, I wanted to show how serious they get with this here. When they make this oath, they're actually, they bleed themselves out also. Because that goes in there. I don't want to read that out because of the way it's worded. I don't want to set a trap for myself that I start to get wicked shit coming towards my way spiritually. Because these words coming out your mouth, they actually open up a spirit realm. And you don't understand. You could actually welcome shit into your life, into your loved one's life by saying these. I'm just doing this for edification of who we are, first of all, who our enemy is, and what is to come. But right here, it says here, and should I prove false or weaken in my determination, may my brethren and fellow soldiers of the militia of the Pope cut off my hands and feet and my throat from ear to ear and my belly opened and sulfur burned therein with all the punishment that can be inflicted upon me on earth, and may my soul shall be tortured by demons in eternal hell forever. That I will, in voting, always vote for a Knight of Columbus. Knights of Columbus. Okay? The oath for the Knights of Columbus, alright? You can find that on the internet yourself. If you look for it. You could also find that in this book here, which is called Behold a Pale Horse, written by William Cooper, alright? So then, let me see here. I want to bring out the scriptures now with that. What they did to us, we see in the camera, which I brought out, what they did. They hung us, they lynched us, they fed us to their dogs. Okay, they robbed us. This here, look, they're torturing us. Just like they said they would. They were chopping off our hands and our feet, ripping off our noses with pliers, burning our homes, killing our kids, raping our women. Okay, torture. This came with that Catholic Church, Christianity. Christianity is nothing but white supremacy taught to us. It doesn't matter if it's Baptist, Protestant, Jehovah's Witness, Baptist, what else is there? There's so many different denominations. All of it's trash. A church in a building is trash. And the evidence is so clear. That's why the only answer for the rest of you Israelites, the Negroes and Latinos and Native American that don't get with this truth under Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, get the understanding through the elders of GM Great Millstone who are out there in New York doing the work. Your only answer for you is death. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai needs to kill you so he can bring you back righteous. Because literally our enemies rule over us. They slaughtered us since the beginning of time that they've been introduced to us. And they're still in these neighborhoods. And you know who's in there? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And they don't do the history. They don't even read a book today. And that's part of the plan too. If you read this book, actually, he brings out how that's a silent weapon against you. Keep the husband and the wife so preoccupied, so busy, that the kids are forced into daycares, forced into these schools because the mother wants to show off her body, get nicer things, more expensive stuff. The husband wants to please his woman. In fact, in this book, it actually even shows how they make the man pussy whipped through media, through family. But of course, our power is in Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And so I'm going to bring out the scriptures on this. Okay? Because I wanted to show you these things too. See, this Catholic Church, everybody bows to him. From the President of America to anywhere else you would go. In fact, you could Google it, kissing the Pope ring, and all these people in history have been kissing the Pope ring. It ain't only America, it's the Arabs, the Chinese do it, everybody do it. You know why? Because the Catholic Church, the Christian Church, rules this world in wickedness. Okay? And I'm going to bring out Job 9:24 to edify even that. Right here.
Laura Woods has changed a lot since she left with a cap.
Job 9:24. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where? And who is he? Who is he? Who gave the Negroes and Latinos and the Native Americans, even the whole world, that image of Cesare Borgia? Cesare Borgia was actually the son of a pope. The so-called Virgin Mary that you see is actually the daughter of a pope. The sister to Cesare Borgia. Okay? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You can look at it for yourself on Google. They're telling you who the earth is given to. And that's a Caucasian. It's always been a Caucasian. Even this one that they have now, which came from South America, he's just a descendant of the Aryan Nazis that ran there after the World War II. That's all it is. Same people. Esau, Edom. Okay? And we just read their oath that they swear at every chance they get, they're going to destroy you. And if they can't do it physically out in the open, they'll poison you. You can look that up for yourself in that oath. Esau is that wickedness. Edom. Says here, Malachi 1 verse 4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. Edom, the father of Rome, of all Caucasians. Okay? If I may go back up, when Malachi 1 verse, this is verse 2, I have loved you, saith Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? And yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. He hates you, Edomites. Esau is the forefather of all Edom. And the Caucasian is that the lineage, all those people Caucasians, that goes back to cave dweller. And it says here in verse 3, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Who's the caveman? Edom, Esau, Caucasians, Caucasus Mountains, Sierra Mountains. So, knowing that they did this to us and they're still doing it to us. They're still doing it. They're handing out candy at Safeway. Guess who shops at Safeway? Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. Now, it's not only them. Because actually we have a confusion of face. Being in this captivity, we may have like a Judah brother take on a Caucasian woman. So then you may take on the appearance of your mother, but you got the soul of an Israelite. And Yahushua only came to save Israelites. He didn't come to save Caucasians, so-called Caucasians. Those are Edomites. Edomites have no salvation. They're going to get 1,000 years of slavery, hard slavery. And then they're going to be annihilated from the earth, never to exist again. For they are the devil that the Bible speaks of. Psalms, we're going to start off with Psalms 137. Let me see. Here we go. Psalms 137, 7 and 9. 7 to 9. I'm going to read to the verse 9, but starting with verse 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Edom, going back to that, when Rome went in there, they destroyed the temple, the abomination of, abomination of desolation, 70 AD. Jerusalem, who said, remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it. The word raise it means to destroy it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon. Okay, so he's talking to Edom, then he goes, O daughter of Babylon. Who's the daughter of Babylon? America. America is just a Greco-Roman empire, even Egyptian. O daughter of Babylon, and that's what Babylon was known for. It was the most mixed area. Everybody had their own god. They were all living together. Babel, which means confusion. This is a kingdom of confusion. That's why you got homosexuals. You take the kids away and give them to a gay family, or whatever the fuck you want to call that shit, that union of a man and a man. That shit is death. According to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai, when he returns, all homosexuals will be put to death. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Okay? And what is Babylon guilty of? What is Babylon guilty of? What is Babylon guilty of? The Knights of Columbus. What are they guilty of? O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Because we're going to get paybacks. When Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai returns, we're going to get paybacks on Esau, on all these nations. That's why Edom Edom is that Caucasian, our arch enemy to the Negro, Latino, and Native American. Then Babylon, all the other kingdoms that rule over us under Esau, the ones which is the Moab, which is the so-called Chinese, Ammon, the Japanese man, the Arab, who owns the liquor stores, who owns Chinese food that's poison to us, feeding us dog, the China man. The Hindu man owns the India man, not Hindu, Hindu's a religion, India, which is Elam. They own like 7-Elevens. Africans, they own all the taxis. They're starting to own 7-Elevens themselves here in Colorado. Most 7-Elevens you walk in, you got a Somalian or something of some Ham. You know, the children of Ham. So we're going to reward all the other heathens, especially including Esau, the Caucasian. We're going to reward you with what you have given us. And in fact, the Lord is so fair and righteous, He's going to give us double. You put us through 500 years of destruction on this last round as a group, confederate against us. Psalms, 83? Psalms 83. For they, Psalms 83, verse 5. I'll go verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites and of Moab and the Hagarnes, Gabal and Ammon and the Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot. Selah. So we're going to give you right back, but doubles. Doubles. The Lord says in Revelation that you're going to get a double amount. That's why you're going to do 1,000 years of very hard slavery under Israel. Okay? We're going to be ruled by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and we're going to rule with an iron rod on you. And just like you put us through hell, to this time on earth that we've had, we're going to pay you back for that. Happy shall he, this is Psalms 137, so I'm going to read verse 9. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Who is doing that? The same Knights of Columbus that are on the corner of your streets, and they gather and act like they do such charity for the neighborhoods. Those are the same men that were smashing Taino Israelite babies against stone and burning their parents as they watched. Feeding us to their dogs. They didn't just do that to us either. They did it also to the so-called Negro, which is the children of Israel. That's Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the southern kingdom. They tortured us. The Catholic Church, Christians, they tortured the children of Israel. The Knights of Columbus tortured the children of Israel. The Caucasian tortured the children of Israel. Today, you're still torturing us. You are our enemy. We have no power but Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And when he comes, you ain't going to be able to run. You ain't going to be able to hide. There ain't nobody you're going to be able to call. Because your guns and bombs and chemicals have no power over Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And when he comes for you, he's coming for blood. And he's going to come with 144,000 elect men from the 12 tribes, 12,000 from each tribe. And they're going to have spiritual powers through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And you think Nat Turner was bad? You can't imagine what's about to take place on this earth. Isaiah 13 and 9. This is Isaiah 13 and 9. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. And sinners, the only ones that are able to sin were the children of Israel, because the children of Israel were the ones that received the laws. But when he destroys these heathens and Caucasians and all these other nations, he's going to kill 2/3 of Israel. Because you're so damn wicked, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and all scattered throughout the world. You're going to get put to death right with this white man, this African, this Chinese man. You're going to be put to death with them because you worship their gods. You live as a heathen. So then you will be getting the judgment of a heathen. Death. Either by famine, pestilence. You're going to be put in these martial law, what do they call them? FEMA camps. You're going to be cut your head off. You're going to be poisoned. You're already being poisoned. They're spraying the skies with these chemicals, which if you look it up, you can find out it's aluminum. And aluminum leads to the deterioration of your brain. Just like fluoride. What's the reason for fluoride in there? Everybody wants to talk about the water. What is fluoride? Fluoride deteriorates the brain. Behold, the day, and who has an oath that they're going to poison people? The Knights of Columbus. And who's on every corner of the streets? In Colorado, anyway, we got 19 lodges right here in Colorado. These people are the same people in power today. These are the same people you idolize. Because they're not the only ones that have that oath. The Freemasons take an oath. The Jesuit priests take oath, which are connected to the Knights of Columbus. Freemasons, all these movie stars, they're Freemasons. They take oaths into it. Dang. And it's the Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans. Man. Under their own enemy. Killing their own people. But remember, the Lord's going to kill you, niggers, spicks, and Uncle Tomahawks that join up with the white man, believe in that white man, or even worship the white man's God, the Chinese man God. He's going to put you to death. Right next to that man, that Chinese man, white man. Behold, the day of the Lord is a Yahweh. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogance of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the gold wedge of Ophir, which was in Genesis, meaning the gold was good there. And I'm going to go to 16. Okay, so literally he's going to destroy so many people that man is going to be as rare as gold. It's going to make, that's what makes gold rare, very valuable. It's rare. And to get to it, it takes a lot of work and effort, money to get it. So it costs a lot of money to have it. That's what he's saying. He's going to make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. And he's going to kill Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And he's going to kill all the rest of these heathens, Caucasians, Africans, Chinese, for their wickedness. Therefore, I'm on verse 13. This is Isaiah 13:13. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts. And in the day of his fierce anger it shall be as the chaste robe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee, every one into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through. Thrust through means they're going to put that sword inside your belly, or a bullet. And every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. The sword, gun, knife, sword, stick, it don't matter. It's a weapon. And also when he says it's going to shake the heavens, that's that nuclear fire coming when they drop those 200 million missiles on America. America is the lake of fire. 200 million missiles is going to hit this whorehouse. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their house shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Meaning, because the women ain't going to get no escape on this. Your women are going to be destroyed too. Just like the Caucasian did to the so-called Negro when he was in slavery. You would go in there and you would take that man's wife. You would do that. And when you did that, if she fought you off, you would beat him. You got hell to pay, Caucasian. And you Caucasians might want to say, oh, I didn't have a part in that. That was my great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather. Or I was in England, or I'm from this. There's no escape. The creator of you knows everything you've done. Your grandfather done. And you're going to answer for your father's sins. Because in the deep truth of it, you're the same soul that was back in that body back then. Because in the Bible, the regeneration, reincarnation is in the Bible. So you are going to pay for all the horrible things that are still taking place to today. And those are sweet words to hear. Now we're going to go to Isaiah 14, verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob. Jacob is Israel. The children of Israel is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And will yet choose Israel. Israel, the man Jacob was changed to Israel. And set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Why? Because the Gentiles were the strangers, and the Gentiles go back to the Jews that took on heathen ways. So it would have been like Paul. Paul had a Roman citizenship. Today, America. Okay? People take on that American citizenship. But you're not the same people. Just because you call yourself an American, African American, Mexican American, you know? There's different nationalities. But he's only for Israel. And the Israelites are the children of Israel are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are scattered throughout the whole world. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. See? See? What did you do to the Negro and Latino and Native American? You didn't just kill us and rape us and rob us and kill our kids in front of us and starve us. You had us for servants. So then now, guess what? You're going to be our servants in Israel. Okay? That sounds great to me. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. Whose captives they were. Paybacks coming. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashiv Yahushai. Those are great words. And they shall rule over their oppressors. Who oppresses us? Even still to today. And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wert made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. Man, we're going to be rejoicing so great. So great once this damn devil goes down with all his little friends he like to have join him in that slavery, which are going to be all the other heathens. If you ain't an Israelite, you're going into hard bondage under Israel. You're going to go into hard slavery forever. Because even when you get out of the slavery and you go back to your land, you're still going to come and pay taxes. You're still going to come and worship and do as we tell you under Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You're going to be ruled by these laws and statutes and judgments under Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And we're going to rejoice. It says here, thou shalt take, I'm going to start from verse 3 again. This is Isaiah 14 verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. That golden cities, that America. The Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. With a continual stroke, I just showed you, when Christopher Columbus came, he just did what Knights of Columbus did. They swear today, they still swear to do that. Every Knights of Columbus takes an oath to wage war against anyone that does not get down to their order. Knights of Columbus started with Christopher Columbus, so-called Christopher Columbus. When he came, the Knights of Columbus were on those ships. The original Knights of Columbus were under Columbus, the ones that slaughtered Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He who smote the people in wrath with continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest, meaning, let me get back to that, no one hindereth. Meaning, because when we put you Caucasians and all you other heathen nations into slavery, there ain't going to be no name you could call to save you. There ain't going to, Buddha ain't coming for you. Gandhi ain't coming for you. He's going to be in slavery too, unless he's an Israelite. Now there are Israelites scattered throughout all those other nations. But either way, if they don't know, if they don't have this truth of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, they're going to be put to death right along with you anyway. And they're going to come back and inherit the kingdom in a righteous state. But after 1,000 years, they're going to have to rest for that 1,000 years. Well, the elect, 144,000 men from the 12 tribes of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, they're going to rest, and then they're going to be birthed back by the elect. Because there's going to be a 1/3 under those 144,000 that are saved. And then there will be, it says on verse 7, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth in singing. See, it's going to be a rejoiceful time. Once we put these shackles on these Caucasians, because they're like beasts. They're wicked, wicked creatures. Wicked creatures. And what they're guilty of is some wicked shit. And if you think that we're just getting on the white man for no reason, do your history. Look it up. See what the Caucasian is. Look up what they've done and what they're still doing to people today. But see, the other ones, they got to go into slavery too because they had us in slavery. China had us in slavery. It was in the Silk Road slave trade. Who do you think built that Great Wall of China? Who do you think built Moscow? Those were Israelites. The Moors were Israelites, the Southern Kingdom. So, Malachi 4:1-6, talking, let's see. This is Malachi 4, verse 1. For behold, that day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, who's the proud? This Caucasian race that thinks nobody can bring them down. All the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch, because 200 million nuclear missiles are coming. 200 million are coming to America. That ain't my opinion. That ain't nobody's opinion. That's only what the Holy Bible, the scriptures. This is the prophecy that is coming. And these prophecies have been fulfilled. That's why we have such great faith into these prophecies, because you can find slavery in here. You can find... history supports these prophecies over and over and over again. This is going to happen. He says he's going to kill 2/3. He's going to kill 2/3. He said he's going to put Esau's people, Edom, into slavery for 1,000 years, and then he's going to exterminate you. He's going to do that. That it shall leave them neither root nor branch, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. And the only ones that could have fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai are the children of Israel. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. In the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh of hosts, remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb, for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh. GMS, Great Millstone. Anybody that's doing that work in the truth under Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai, all right, with sincerity, truth, you know, I'm going to read that again. And ye, I'm going to start at verse 3. I'm going to read this whole thing again real quick. It's too good not to. This is Malachi 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts. For it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. In the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh of hosts, remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb, for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Akim.